Yo, what's good, my sharp-eyed people? Yeah, you. The ones who can feel the room before a word gets said. The ones who catch the lie in the pause. The ones who notice the good morning that's actually a warning. Welcome. Because listen, everybody's saying you got the real sight now. And the wild part is, they're not even exaggerating. Word is spreading fast as hell. Not because you're loud, not because you begged for attention, but because you're accurate. And accurate people scare the comfortable. See, at first, they thought it was luck. They thought you just guessed right. They thought you got lucky calling it out. Once, twice, 3 times. But then it kept happening. And that's when they got quiet. That's when they started watching you like you're a problem they can't solve. Because when you've got real sight, you don't just see what people say. You see what they mean. You see what they're hiding. You see what they're planning. You see the little shifts, the micro switch in the eyes, the fake laugh that comes a second too late, the I'm proud of you with jealousy wrapped around it like plastic. And let me tell you something, that kind of sight, it's not a gift people celebrate. It's a mirror they didn't ask to look into. It exposes them. It makes them feel naked, and people hate feeling exposed. So, yeah, word spreads. Fast, like wildfire, because one person says, "Yo, how did you know that?" Another person says, "Nah, for real, they don't miss." Then a third person whispers it like it's dangerous. "Be careful around them, they see too much." And it's funny, isn't it? Not ha-ha funny, more like that bitter kind. Because when you used to be overlooked, nobody cared. When you were quiet, nobody checked for you. When you were hurting, people acted blind. But the second you start seeing, the second you start reading the room like it's subtitles, now suddenly everybody's tuned in. Now suddenly you're intense. Now suddenly you're too observant. Now suddenly you're doing the most. Nah, you're doing the truth. And truth makes people itch. Let's go deeper. Because you didn't wake up with this sight for cute vibes. You didn't earn this awareness from an easy life. You got it from survival. You got it from being disappointed one too many times. You got it from being the one who had to notice everything. Because nobody was protecting you. You know what that does to somebody? It sharpens you. It turns your intuition into a weapon. It turns your memory into evidence. It turns your silence into a scanner. You became the person who can tell when the "I'm fine" is actually a breakdown. You became the person who can tell when someone's being nice, but the energy is rotten. You became the person who can tell when someone's clapping for you while praying you fail. And let me say this slowly, so it lands. Your sight is not a party trick. It's not entertainment. It's not there to win arguments. It's not there to impress anybody. It's there to keep you from bleeding again in places you already healed. That's why it feels heavy sometimes. That's why you can walk into a room and feel tired for no reason. That's why you can scroll online and feel the fake through the screen. That's why you can hear somebody talk and your stomach goes, nope. You don't even know why yet. You just know. And people notice. They notice you don't play with everybody. They notice you don't smile at everything. They notice you don't buy the story the first time it's told. They notice you pause before you trust. And it makes them uncomfortable because they can't control you with nonsense anymore. See, most people are used to manipulating folks who are starving for approval. They're used to baiting people with attention. They're used to tossing crumbs and watching people dance. They're used to guilt tripping, gaslighting, love bombing, switching up, playing victim, acting confused, all that messy little circus stuff. But then you show up with your eyes open, and suddenly the tricks don't work. And that's when the whispers start. Yo, they're different. Yo, they see right through people. Yo, don't try that with them. Yo, they called it before it happened. And you might think, okay, cool, respect. But nah. This is where the real game begins. Because when word spreads that you've got real sight, people split into categories real quick. Some will come to you like you're a lighthouse. They'll want clarity. They'll want guidance. They'll want to feel safe around someone who can tell the truth without sugarcoating it. But others will come to test you, to trap you, to prove you wrong, to make you doubt yourself. Because if they can make you miss once, they'll use that as permission to disrespect everything you are. And then there's the third type, the scariest type, the ones who pretend they're cool with your sight, but secretly start building stories about you. They'll call you paranoid, they'll call you crazy, they'll call you negative, they'll say you think you know everything, because it's easier to insult your awareness than it is to admit they got caught. Let me paint it for you. You're at work. You notice your manager's tone changes only when you're doing well. You notice coworkers get friendly when they need something. You notice the team energy disappears when you get recognition. You notice the side conversations stop when you walk up. And you don't even have to confront it. You just adjust. You move different. You document. You keep receipts. You stop oversharing. You do your job. You protect your peace. And then suddenly they say, "Why are you so distant?" Why? Because I can feel the snakes before they bite. Or you're with friends. You notice one person only celebrates you publicly but minimizes you privately. You notice they copy your moves but clown your dreams. You notice they act supportive until you actually start winning. You notice the vibe gets weird when you talk about growth, and you don't explode. You don't do a big dramatic scene. You just step back, quietly, and then they say, "You changed." "No, I woke up." Or you're dating, and you notice how their apology sounds rehearsed. You notice how they dodge accountability with jokes. You notice how they forget things that matter to you, but remember everything that benefits them. You notice how they only show love when they fear losing you, and you don't beg, you don't chase, you don't shrink. You just look at them like, "I see you." And that look, that quiet look, that's what they can't stand, because you can't manipulate someone who sees the pattern. That's the secret. Your sight is pattern recognition. Your sight is emotional intelligence sharpened by pain. Your sight is the ability to read what's not being said. And you didn't get it for free. So stop letting people treat it like an attitude problem. Now listen, I know what this feels like. It feels like you're carrying a flashlight in a world that survives in darkness. It feels like you're forced to be the adult in rooms full of grown children. It feels like you're watching a movie where everybody's acting, and you can see the script, and that can make you angry. Not ragey, not break stuff angry, more like disappointed angry. That deep kind, the kind that makes you quiet, the kind that makes you isolate, the kind that makes you question humanity a little. But hear me, don't let your sight turn you into stone, because that's the trap. When you see too much, you can start thinking everybody's fake. You can start thinking love isn't real. You're gonna start thinking loyalty is a myth. You can start thinking you're better off alone forever. And sometimes, yeah, Alone is safer, but alone isn't always the goal. The goal is discernment. The goal is precision. The goal is choosing who gets access to you. Not everybody deserves the full version of you. Not everybody deserves your softness. Not everybody deserves your time. Not everybody deserves your truth. And that's not cruelty. That's wisdom. Because your sight, it attracts. It attracts people who want to be seen. And it attracts people who want to use you like a mirror. Some will come to you like, tell me what you think. But they don't want your truth. They want your validation. Some will come like, you're so real. But they only like you when your realness benefits them. Some will come like, you're gifted. But what they really mean is, can I borrow your power while I stay the same? So you've got to learn how to stand there, calm, while the world projects their mess onto you. Because when word spreads that you've got real sight, people will start doing something wild. They'll start performing around you. They'll start trying to control the narrative. They'll start over-explaining. They'll start acting extra sweet. They'll start fishing for your reaction, and you'll feel it. You'll feel the desperation in their jokes. You'll feel the fear in their compliments. You'll feel the tension in their silence. And I need you to remember this. Just because you see it doesn't mean you have to speak on it. Ooh, that's discipline right there. That's power. Because your sight isn't just about catching people. It's about choosing yourself. Sometimes the win is not calling it out. Sometimes the win is not proving you're right. Sometimes the win is letting them think you didn't notice, while you quietly move your life away from their chaos. Because real sight isn't loud. It's surgical. It's quiet confidence. It's knowing without needing applause. And yeah, I know you want to scream sometimes. You want to shake people and go, stop lying, stop pretending, stop acting. But you can't save people who are committed to their own illusions. Let them keep the mask. You just don't have to stand close enough to breathe their poison. Now let's talk about the part nobody tells you. When you become accurate, you become a target. Not because you did something wrong, but because you're hard to control. People can handle you being talented. They can handle you being pretty. They can handle you being funny. They can handle you being popular, but they cannot handle you being aware. Awareness ruins games. Awareness ruins manipulation. Awareness ruins fake friendships built on access. Awareness ruins relationships built on convenience. So they'll test you, they'll poke you, they'll do little shady things and watch your face. They'll say slick comments and see if you react. They'll joke disrespectfully and claim you're sensitive if you notice. And this is where your power level really shows. Because if you react emotionally every time, they learn they can push buttons. But if you respond with calm boundaries, they learn you are not a toy. You don't have to be cruel. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be messy. You just have to be clear. Clear is terrifying to people who survive off confusion. Clear sounds like, I'm not available for that. I don't do disrespect. I'm not explaining myself twice. I heard you the first time. I'm good. No. Just no. And I know. I know you've been trained to over-explain. You've been trained to soften your nope. You've been trained to be nice, to keep the peace, to stay quiet, so nobody gets upset. But your sight didn't develop to keep you small. Your sight developed because the old version of you kept trusting the wrong people. The old version of you kept giving chances to people who didn't deserve one. The old version of you kept believing words instead of patterns, and that old version paid for it. So don't betray yourself now by acting blind to protect someone else's comfort. Listen, when you're accurate, you don't even need revenge. Your growth becomes the consequence. That's the part that makes me smile. Not a happy smile, a knowing smile. Because the people who tried to play you, they start panicking when they realize you're not spiraling anymore. You're not chasing closure. You're not begging for answers. You're not writing long paragraphs. You're not doing the "please understand me" dance. You're just upgrading. And they hate that because they wanted you stuck. They wanted you confused. They wanted you in your feelings. They wanted you doubting yourself so they could keep running laps around your heart. But now your heart has security cameras. Now your mind has receipts. Now your spirit has standards. So they can't just walk in and trash the place anymore. And yeah, you might feel lonely sometimes. Because when you can see clearly, you can't unsee. You can't go back to playing dumb to fit in. You can't go back to laughing at jokes that are actually disrespect. You can't go back to being okay with bare minimum love. And that means your circle will get smaller. But smaller isn't worse. Smaller is safer. Smaller is cleaner. Smaller is real. A lot of people have a crowd. Very few have a team. Very few have a home in another human. Very few have people who don't compete with them in silence. So if you're losing people, don't panic. Some exits are protection. Some goodbyes are the universe taking out trash you were too loyal to throw away. Now, here's where I'm gonna push you. Because I'm not here to just hype you up. I'm here to sharpen you. Your sight is powerful. But if you don't manage it, it'll manage you. If you stay scanning all day, you'll get exhausted. If you stay reading every vibe, you'll get paranoid. If you stay predicting betrayal, you'll start expecting it everywhere. And that's how your gift becomes a prison. So you need balance. Use your sight like a blade, not like a burden. Meaning, you don't keep the blade out all day swinging at shadows. You keep it sheathed. You stay calm. You observe. And when something is real, you draw it. That's mastery. And another thing, just because you can see people doesn't mean you should carry them. Some people will try to turn your sight into free therapy. They'll dump their chaos on you. They'll confess. They'll trauma bond. They'll cry. They'll act helpless. And you'll feel that pull like, damn, I understand them. Yeah, you understand them. But you are not obligated to drown with them. Your gift is discernment, not self-destruction. Your empathy is beautiful, but it needs boundaries or it becomes self-harm in disguise. So protect your energy like it's money. Because it is. It's your life force. Not everybody gets access. Not everybody gets a front row seat. Not everybody gets to call you and unload, and then disappear when you need them. And if that makes you cold, good. Let them say it. They called you too much when you had feelings too. They called you dramatic when you had standards. They'll always have a label for a person they can't control. Let them label you. You keep leveling up. Now let's talk about what happens next. Because when word spreads fast that you've got the real sight, opportunities shift. Enemies reveal themselves quicker. Fake people start slipping sooner. Your instincts get louder. And you might start noticing something crazy. Your life starts getting quieter. Not boring, just less chaotic. Because when you stop entertaining confusion, confusion finds someone else. And you'll look back like, wait, I used to tolerate that. Yeah, you did. because you didn't know. Or you knew, but you didn't trust yourself. That's another thing. Real sight isn't just seeing people. It's trusting what you see. A lot of people see the red flags. They just paint them white in their head because they're scared to be alone. But you're done bargaining with reality. You're done trying to force people to be who they pretended to be in the beginning. You're done falling in love with potential and ignoring patterns. You're done making excuses for disrespect because you remember their good side. You're done. And that right there is why they're talking about you. Because they can feel it. They can feel you're not easy access anymore. They can feel you're not available for manipulation. They can feel you're not hungry for approval. You're hungry for peace. You're hungry for truth. You're hungry for a life that doesn't require you to shrink. So keep going. Let them whisper. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them try to decode you like you're a riddle. Because you're not here to be understood by everybody. You're here to be aligned with yourself. And if you ever start doubting your gift, remember the moments that proved it. Remember the time you felt something was off and you were right. Remember the time you ignored your gut and it cost you. Remember the time you saw the switch up coming before it happened. Remember how you called it in your head, quietly, and then life confirmed it like a stamp. That's not coincidence. That's your inner truth speaking. And let me tell you something else. Something people don't like hearing. Your sight is also a warning system for your own potential. Because you don't just see other people. You see yourself too. You see when you're procrastinating out of fear. You see when you're making excuses. You see when you're settling. You see when you're playing small to stay liked. And that's why you can't relax in mediocrity anymore. That's why comfort feels itchy. That's why you get restless when you're not moving toward your purpose. Because your sight doesn't only expose others, it exposes your own lies too. And that's painful. But it's holy pain. It's the pain of growth. It's the pain of becoming. So don't waste it. Don't waste this gift scrolling all day arguing with strangers. Don't waste this gift trying to win the approval of people who don't even know themselves. Don't waste this gift staying around folks who drain you and call it friendship. Put your sight into your work, into your craft, into your healing, into your discipline, into your boundaries, into your standards. Because when you do that, you become unstoppable in the quietest way. And that's what scares them the most. Not that you're loud, not that you're flashy, not that you're trying to prove something, but that you're calm, focused, accurate. You walk different now. You speak different now. You move like you've already seen the ending. And yeah, people can feel when somebody has seen behind the curtain. So if the world is whispering your name, if people are saying you've got the real sight, if word is spreading fast, good. Let it spread. Let the rumor be. You can't fool them. They don't miss. They see through everything. They're not for play. Because that reputation will save you from 1,000 pointless pains. And the right people, the real ones, they won't fear your sight. They'll respect it. They'll feel safe around it. Because they don't have anything to hide. So stay sharp, stay grounded, stay disciplined, stay kind, but not soft for everybody. And when you feel that gut feeling, that quiet warning, that little spiritual tap like, nah, don't argue with it. Don't negotiate with it. Don't explain it away. Just listen. because your sight didn't come this far to get ignored again. And the next time you feel that shift, that vibe, that tiny crack in someone's story, you're gonna know exactly what to do. You're gonna move before the damage. You're gonna choose yourself before you choose comfort. You're gonna walk away while they're still smiling. You're gonna keep your peace while they're still playing games. You're gonna keep climbing while they're still plotting. You're gonna keep shining while they're still whispering, because you already saw it. You already saw it coming. You already saw them coming.